Alright guys, today this is going to be a load of my work pants, and so I'm going to use probably going to use the heavy duty cycle and hope that it's not super long. But I am going to use a warm wash. I'm not going to use the Water Plus because I'm going to see how it does like normally. So sorry guys, it's been a while since I was uploading videos. I like totally gashed my thumb. It was like 6 stitches, and I kind of like made my thumb like I couldn't move it. So I decided to take a break, and then I got back from my vacation and I threw my back out. It was down for another couple of days, and when I finally got that all straightened out, I got sick, and I'm just getting over that. So it's been a real doozy, but hopefully that's the 3 and I'm done with it. So these are my Dickies that I'm putting in. These are not fleece lined. It's like summer now, so it's not going to be like those fleece lined pants that I've normally been testing. But these are relatively dirty and stinky. I am going to use more. I think I'm going to put like 5 or 6 in there instead. But this should be no problem because these are pretty flexible. This one is pretty dirty. And well, here we go. Hopefully it'll sense and maybe it'll cut the time down, but otherwise enjoy. So guys, before you guys watch this video, I want to tell you a little bit more about this particular load. So I actually owned this washer for about maybe 6 months, maybe 90 days. I can't remember, but I actually had this at my house, and I remember specifically owning this washer when both of my daughters were in diapers, and my one daughter was like very new, and she was still having baby blowouts and all that good stuff. So this washer performs really, really well if you use the Water Plus option. Now, I'll give you a little spoiler alert. My pants in this load didn't turn out that great. I did have some soap stains, and there just wasn't enough water in the tub. I had some lint built up on one of my pair of pants. They did come clean, but they didn't smell as lovely as I would have expected them to. They definitely were significantly cleaner than I put them in. They smelled really, really bad. I mean, I was off for a week and a half, and so these clothes were just like literally sitting in my laundry hamper. I did not do laundry, and they just sat there, just kind of got really kind of gross. So I don't want to fault the washer completely by not removing all of the odors from my clothes, because these were really kind of like a science project after the week and a half that they were sitting in my laundry hamper. But a lot of people might have troubles with this washer if you pick the normal cycle and don't pick the Water Plus feature. The normal cycle on most modern washing machines is a government mandated cycle to save water and to meet the energy requirements dictated by the Department of Energy, or whoever makes these rules to make washing machines not work right. So for a lot of my tests, I generally pick the heavy duty cycle because the heavy duty is basically the normal cycle. On the 2018 Speed Queens, I always pick the heavy duty cycle. On most of the front loaders that I've tested, or the one front loader that I tested, the old Speed Queen, I did it on heavy duty. I generally avoid the normal cycle, and I probably have done a couple of normal cycles in the past, but more often than not, I'll pick something other than the normal cycle to get actual results and not just the government mandated normal cycle that doesn't work really well. So keep that in mind. This load was kind of a failure. Like I said, the clothes did come out cleaner, but they weren't clean to my satisfaction. Stay tuned for the next video where I rewash my clothes and I add my t-shirts, and I actually use the Water Plus feature, and you'll notice a huge difference. It literally is like a transformation of this washer, And with the Water Plus feature, this washer turns into a fantastic washer, which is why it's one of my top picks as far as top loaders. So enjoy. These are like dry. They smell clean. Pretty good. Now looky that. Does that look like a soap stain or what? It kind of does. I'm going to mark these pants. I'm going to mark them number 1. Let's see what happens. That could be a soap stain too. That also might be a soap stain. I'm going to mark these number 2. That's glue. It's not going to come off. But these, I think, were the real dirty ones. And guys, that's glue. I was doing some like spray insulation at my house, and I'm pretty sure that this is that stuff called Great Stuff, and that pretty much never comes off of anything. So get a pass on that one. It's just the lint. This is the problem with these low water usage washers, is that you get this lint buildup, and it's not the end of the world. It'll all come out in the dryer, but then you kind of put an undue stress on your dryer by clogging up that lint filter full of lint that, you know, potentially could have just been rinsed away by the washer. But everything else looks good. So guys, the next load I'm going to do my t-shirts, but I don't have a lot of t-shirts. So I'm actually going to rewash all of these pants with my shirts, in addition with my shirts. And I'm also going to pick the Water Plus option. And I just want to see what it is. So that way I could kind of kill a couple of birds with one stone. Because my experience with this washer when I had this at my house was that it was just okay until you use the Water Plus option. And then it was kind of like magic. And one thing that I did notice when this wash was completing, that the spray, let me go up to the spray here. This spray jet actually sprays at about the halfway point of the tub. So you're actually not doing the washer any favors by doing smaller loads, because the spray jet, quite a bit of it was actually missing the clothing altogether and just kind of hitting the tub and probably just going down the drain. So I'm going to do another load. It's going to be larger this time, and then I am going to pick the Water Plus option, and we're going to see what happens. So stay tuned for the next one.